Good evening. How you doing? This is Will be on the Soul Important Radio. Tonight we're doing something very special tonight. I got my man Sherrod Cohen who runs the Soul Vision podcast, and together we incorporate one another and we call ourselves Two Soul Brothers Doing Great Things. And tonight you got the first episode of us doing our show. So with that being said, let me introduce you to my man Sherrod Cohen. What's up, man?
What it do, man? You all right?
Hey, life is good, man. This is about you and I. Let's make some things happen, man. So the topic tonight is going to be talking about Dr. Dre and his 38-year-old daughter. Let me repeat that. She's 38 years old, and they have an issue, and it came up, and it was on social media, and everybody was talking about it, so now it's our turn to talk about it. What are your opinions about that? You can drop comments on YouTube when we upload this, or if once you see it on Facebook, you know, do your comments there. But let's get started on that, Sherrod. What's your take on this? Dr. Dre's daughter is 38 years old, and she's complaining that she got cut off from his money.
Okay, she says she's homeless, living out of a car. You know, Dre's worth reportedly $800 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says she's taking odds and ends job. She took a $15 an hour job, working in a warehouse. She claimed her father she hadn't seen her father in 18 years and doesn't even have his phone number. And she only communicates with him through his team. But she has 4 kids.
Okay.
She has 4 kids.
4 kids.
4 kids. But she does admit that he has helped her out, though.
Yeah, from what I understand, he just cut her off 18 months ago. So she was getting money from what I understand. 18 months ago.
Yeah, he supposedly was paying her rent, giving her an allowance,
right?
But supposedly that ended January 2020.
Okay.
So you're 38 years old.
38 years old.
38.
Bruh, I got a 27-year-old in my house, and she don't ask me for nada. And when she does ask me for a little something, I say, you know what? I'll go half on it with you. You know what I'm saying? She needed to get tires about 2 months ago. I said, let's go get some tires. Let's look at the price. This is what the price is, baby. But she's putting forth that effort. What effort is Dr. Dre's daughter putting forth? That's what I want to know. For her to say, hey, I'm homeless. If he been taking care of her and helping her out, giving her an allowance, what is she doing with that money is my question. You know, y'all look in them comments, hit me on the comments, and y'all tell me, is he crazy? I mean, I don't think he's crazy at all. I mean, she's 38, damn near 40 years old. Man, come on.
You know what I like to reference? What do you call it? The Bill Cosby. What was it? Bill Cosby show, man, back in the day. See, the thing was, Vanessa came to Heathcliff and Felicia Rashad, you know,
right.
Bill Cosby. She says her friends was mad at her because she's rich.
Right.
And then Bill, being Bill, looked at her and was like, no, we're rich. You're poor.
Right.
you don't have anything. Right?
Right.
So that's his money, man. You know, she's 38 years old. She's old enough and responsible enough, or I ain't going to say responsible, but she's old enough to procreate and have 4 babies.
Yeah. And
you've admitted that he has helped you out. He was paying your rent. Now, I'm just saying, as a man, as a black man who has daughters, if I have that kind of money, resources, or I can do anything to help you, and then all of a sudden I cut you off, something had to happen. I didn't just cut you off.
Exactly. I mean, it has we don't know the whole situation. Right. We only got bits and pieces of it because of what the media puts out there.
Right.
But it had to be some type of disrespect, some type of something. What would make me cut my child off?
You know, and I didn't look deep into it. Yeah. I'm just basically going off social media because everybody's, oh, you know what? He's rich. He should do X, Y, and Z. No, that's not how that works.
I ain't rich, but my kids, I got a 25-year-old and a 27-year-old, man, and at some point they have to go out on their own, no matter how much money I make. But you got to show them and teach them a way to where they can survive, just like we never had that money.
Right.
And the thing is to help them when needed, not need them all the damn time.
Yeah. And you know, and one of the things I was talking to somebody earlier, it sounds like, you know, to me, she wants to be like one of those trust fund babies. You know what I mean? She wants to be able to, you know, just screw up, party, screw up, daddy, help me out. But then at what point in your life does he stop being an enabler of her being an unproductive adult.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? She has 4 kids.
4. So
And-
where are the parents of these 4 kids? What are the dads doing? Because Dr. Dre is a dad. So what about the fathers in the children's life? Are they multiple fathers? Are they the same daddy? Those are the questions I need to know so I can make a honest conclusion or decision about what's happening in this whole situation. I really don't like to make a conclusion, but it sort of brings up some issues like what's going on in her household that she's homeless with 4 kids. What about the people that was in her life that she laid down with? I know it's got to be some type of money coming from somewhere. I mean,
Oh, dig this.
okay.
She says, I'm homeless and I've been reaching out to my dad for help. She continued, his lawyer has said that my dad doesn't want to help me because I've spoken about him in the press. Bam.
Hey,
There you go.
enough said.
And what you say, your business ain't show business. You shouldn't put your business out there. If whatever issues you and your father may have had, you shouldn't have ran to social media. You shouldn't have ran to whoever about it because it sounded like he was trying to capitalize off of that.
There you go.
Oh, wow. So we just basically solved the crime.
Yes,
You know, you went running your mouth.
She went running them out because what happens in your house stays in your house. If it's a family matter, you keep it upon family. And once you go outside that family dynamic, you putting a light on everything that's been going on in your household. And that's nobody's business. And what she did was put his business out in the public. So guess what he did? He shut her down.
What she violated. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, your parents told you, yo, what happens in here, it stays in here. And then you went straight to the one thing he don't want you to do is go to the press.
Right.
You know, you didn't go to friends.
Right.
You went to the press.
The press.
And they're always looking for anything to knock down, especially a black man in his stature.
Come on, man.
You know, now you're helping them.
Oh, yeah. Because he already has a little hook over in him from back in the day that they keep bringing up ever so often.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to speak on it, but
Yeah.
and then he was part of NWA. And then, he got all these little teardrops that pop up ever so often.
And he's going through the divorce.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's going through the divorce. So he's already in the limelight. So, like you say, I think she was trying to capitalize off. And he just, you know what? You full grown woman. I'm gonna let you experience life without me for a little bit.
And I'll be honest, if I'm in his position, and even if I'm the position I'm in now, my children get out here, boom, boom, boom. My dad won't do this. You know what? And I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to do it. Y'all could just fall back.
We have that option.
Yeah.
And people forget about that. We have an option. It's our money. I made the money. I made this legacy to help anybody that's in my reach to do that. But I made the money. So it's my money, but our money if I decide to share it.
Right.
You see, and people get that dynamic wrong. They think because dad was the breadwinner that everybody supposed to get paid. It doesn't cut like that. Dad takes care of you because that's what dads do.
Hey, but the funny thing is, man, it seems like whenever a black man get a hold of anything, he's supposed to help everybody. And then when we reaching out for help, we're called bums. You know what I mean? It's like, come on now. It's like, okay, woman have a child with another man. I got to take care of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. It's like at some point, everybody got to grow up. Everybody got to be held accountable for their own actions.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. My thing is you empower yourself by embracing your actions.
Come on, man.
And if you do something like that, she talking about she make $15 an hour in California. $15 an hour in California? Yeah. You barely eating in California.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got 4 babies.
Yeah.
So, at what point did you realize that kid after kid after kid after kid was going to, kill your funds?
She didn't. She was leeching off her daddy the whole time, so it didn't make a difference.
So she.
Oh, my daddy gonna take care of me. I ain't gotta worry about. You ain't gotta help me. My daddy gonna take care of me. You know how they get sometimes.
Oh, yeah. And I wonder, was that one of those things that she told the men in her life? I don't need you. My daddy got me.
My daddy, Dr. Dre. You know who he is, right?
And now we know that Dr. Dre ain't helping. Now we know that Dr. Dre done cut you off now because you got out here. You were leeching off of them. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she was leeching off.
And we're not bashing her. We just bringing the facts because both of us have children. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just sort of using that analogy of if it was us in that situation and our child did that particular thing, how will we respond? So we being in the father's frame of mind. And that's why we're doing is, like I said, we're not bashing her, but we just speaking the truth. And it seemed like she was just leeching off of dad.
And you know what? We'll help our children any way we can. You know, hey, and the thing is, how we help our children best is if we do prevention.
Oh yeah.
Before we do anything. Hey, it's like if we can help you if we can prevent you from getting into this situation right here, we'll all be better for it.
Yeah.
You know, coming through playing cleanup and trying to repair things, man, that everything becomes helter-skelter. Everything becomes stressful when you get to that point. If you just listen to us in the beginning,
yes, sir,
do what we say and follow because I'm quite sure he's probably laid out a roadmap of some possibilities.
Yep.
That's still Dr. Dre, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
If you did what you had to do, you know what? Let me say something that might be a little bit, controversial.
Okay, come on.
I wonder, was it one of those situations where her mom stepped in, got to talking and running her mouth, and she's listening to her mom now. You know, she's listening to the bitterness. She's listening to all the other stuff instead of saying, well, Mom, your relationship with my dad was your relationship. My relationship with my dad is something else. And that's what a lot of children need to understand. Mom and dad relationship is their relationship.
Right.
Dad and child relationship, that's something different.
Something different.
So, when mom is on that spew of dogging dad out or dad dogging mom out, well, hey, that's on y'all. I'm backing up because I love both of y'all.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she may have taken a side or done something out the way. Like we said, we're still assuming.
Yeah.
Because we don't know all the intricate details. But when it boils down to it, she got cut off and she got to figure it out.
She got to figure it out. She's a full-grown woman, 4 kids. That's full-grown. I don't know too many 48-year-olds that still relying on 38-year-olds that still relying on dad like that. And if you are, I'm gonna say shame on you because I know daddy's girl, baby's girl, daddy's girl, mama's world. I can't remember how the damn saying goes, but it's some type of saying that daddy's little girl and it's gonna always be daddy's little girl. I get that, but at some point, daddy's little girl gotta grow the fuck up. Plain and simple. Yeah. Can I say fuck on YouTube? I hope not. I hope I can't.
Yeah, we can,
I'm a grown ass man. Either way.
This our job. We can say whatever we want to.
Right, but at some point you have to grow up and let that full-grown woman be a full-grown woman and deal with the consequences that she laid before her.
And you know what? Here's another thing. And I wanted to talk about this as a base instead of as the actual main topic because see. We've gotten to the point now in this day and time where parents say, I want to get my child everything that I didn't have. And then they spoil these children. And then you want to claim, no, I got a good kid. I got great kids. No, you don't have good kids. You have tolerance for them being disrespectful because a lot of these children do not earn any other things that they get.
And they don't know respect to an adult. Because the one time a kid say what to me, I'm going to snap out, bruh. That's a no-go in my world. You better say yes. When you answer me, it's not no, yeah, okay. Nah, you gonna give me that little bit of respect. I need that. Yes.
What about this? Like, hold on. Wait,
yeah, that's a sign of nigga. You getting on my nerves.
Right.
That like what? Or that you know how they just.
And you gonna turn your back on me?
My son tried that once. Man. I climbed up the stairs on his ass. He was scared to death. He's like, man, you a cheater. I ain't even hear you come up the stairs. I said, yeah, cause you. Bruh.
and see, I'm one of those ones, that I don't care what the government says about disciplining children. I got grandbabies, and my thing is, if I can't whoop, I can't watch. You know what I'm saying? So you send your child over to my house. Hey, whoever you send to my house. Hey, I'm laying hands on them if necessary, but I'm gonna love on them first.
There you go.
And see, that's the thing. We've got to the point where everything is abuse. No, there's such thing as being disciplined.
Yep.
And then there's a such thing as abuse.
Yeah.
Discipline is when you put your hand near the outlet, you can possibly kill yourself, and I spank your hands for it.
And tell you why.
Abuse is when I done had a bad day and I need to let off some steam, so I see y'all, then I come wailing.
Yeah,
That's abuse.
that's abuse, exactly.
That's physical abuse because now we got physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. We got all these types of abuses.
And they all been a part of our lives, but look at us, man.
Man.
I'm a '70s baby, man, and we here doing the show.
Man, these kids
So-
out here are whack and weak.
You call them double W.
Man, they are whack and weak. They cry over everything, but they want to be tough.
Yeah.
Then they say, don't bully me, don't bully me, don't bully me. But then at the same time, y'all want to bully people.
Yeah, because they don't agree with your
Stance.
your
Yeah.
standards and the yeah. It's crazy because I'm very relatable because my son used to have his friends come over. He used to tell his partners, "Listen, man, my dad cool as a fan, but my dad will whoop you because my rules apply to you. So if your parents don't allow you to get whooped, you can't come over." And I was like, I appreciate that, son, because he know I love him. He know I ain't gonna just jump out on them. But if they doing something wrong or doing something that I asked them not to do and they did it, they know the consequence. There's a consequence behind that. You're either gonna hurt yourself or I'm gonna let you know that you could have hurt yourself in that process. So now I'm gonna give you a little lick and you can understand why. So when you get ready to do it again, you're gonna say, oh snap. He chastised me about that or he whooped me about it. I'm not doing that no more.
Hey, man, you know what I think is one of the coolest things about being a father, man, is when your children call you and when they want something, the one is, hey, man, I need to ask you a question, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my son, he'll do it. He'll call, hey, Pops, man, settle something for me and the homies.
Yes, sir.
Settle something for us. And, for me, that's like a sign of, okay, that's respect for one.
No doubt.
Two, I think you're cool enough to handle the topics that we kicking it on. And three, man, I love you enough to say, you like a homie too.
Yeah.
All in one. But we know there's boundaries.
Yes, sir.
Not, like I told my son, you'll always be my son. You'll always be my child. But our relationship is going to grow because it has to. You're going to grow. You're getting older.
Yeah.
So it's no more go sit down.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you like a man. So now you have to be able to handle whatever it is I'm going to tell you like a man.
Go. Yes, sir.
Because I'm not sugarcoating anything else for you anymore because I did that.
Yeah.
So now you're a grown man. You out here doing grown man stuff.
Yes, sir.
You out here doing grown women things.
Yeah.
My children know, hey, I done took all the sugar out the speech.
Yeah.
And I just let them have it raw.
I earned all this grade.
Oh, yeah,
So
bro.
I speak on it, and they
Oh.
know it, and
Oh.
they know Dad is a little goofy at times, but they know Dad is real.
Yeah.
And when Dad speak, we speak real all the time, because that's the only way we know how to speak. Is let's give it to you real and raw, because the world is not going to come at you sugarcoating. They're going to give it to you raw, uncut. And that's how
Especially this
you-
world, especially nowadays.
So you got to accept it and figure out how to maintain with that. But that's where the meditation and teaching your kids how to maneuver in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to deal with things that's coming at them, and that's why the suicide rate is so high sometimes too. That's a whole nother topic. But it's a mental thing, and some people just don't know how to address it. So it's all about how you raise them and point them in the right direction on how to deal with certain things. Because I was bullied growing up.
Okay.
Because I was extra skinny. Can you believe that? I was bullied because I was extra skinny. I'm a big boy now. Look with me now. But but they used to talk about my long arms. They used to talk about my fat lips. But I got hip to them. I said, yo, these big lips kissed your girl last night. They used to get mad at me then.
Oh, man.
I used to come back at them and they left me alone. But, and then I was one of those guys that took up for people that was bullied.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I befriended them, let them know that this is how we can do things, But that's a whole different topic. We got off subject.
Hey, but you know what, man? It all coincides with just growing up, just period. Because the things you go through in life help prepare you, or the things you go through at home and in life, it prepares you, right? It makes you a stronger person. But what's happening now is these children are being coddled. They're being coddled too much. These young boys, man. And and it's funny when a woman says, "Yeah, I raised my son to be a man," and I look at him, I'm like, "Dude, that don't look like no man." But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, the ideal man to you. You know what I'm saying? Because see, we all know that the man thing could be different. It's like, okay, she's gonna raise you to be the type of man that she would love to be with, right?
Yep.
And when men raise boys to be men, we raise you to be the type of men that can stand out amongst other men.
There you go.
When you get around those other alpha males,
Yes,
what
sir.
kind of man are you? Do they respect you as another alpha, or do
go.
they treat you like a beta?
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? So
Yes,
when I
sir.
shake a young man's hand and he can't shake my hand correctly, I know you didn't had a lot of feminine energy in your life, bro. And I had to correct a young cat down at the Coney Island.
Right, right.
Shook his hand. Dude didn't shake my hand with nothing to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So man, I said, no, man, you supposed to put your palm in my palm, lock our thumbs together, man, squeeze, squeeze, look at me eye to eye, man. That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
There you go.
Bro, when that young brother, what made me do it in the first place, because when he was ordering like, I want a hamburger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm watching him. He was very soft spoken. And the old girl was like, I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want a hamburger and fries.
Mm.
I said, bruh, say it from your chest, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
want a hamburger and you want some fries, man, and let her know what you want. You have to be decisive about what it is you want.
There you go.
Man, I swear, as soon as dude left out, it was no more looking down, man. I don't know how long he maintained that, but when he left out of there, his chest
Was
his
out.
little bird
Yeah,
chest
yeah,
came
yeah.
out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that's what I try to tell women. See, y'all think being a man is all about running around trying to screw women and this and that and the other. Nah, that's not what it is.
Nah,
That's
man.
that's just the result of what you are
Yeah.
when women pick up. Oh, he got this kind of energy that I like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when a woman says, "I can make a boy into a man," how? And you're not one.
Right. I was just gonna say it's difficult. And I've been married a long time, and my wife tell me all the time, it takes a man to raise a boy. I can do the best that I can as a female, but it takes you as a man to show him how it is to be that man, because I can only tell him what I've seen in my father and my grandfather and my uncles, but it's not the same as having that prevalent man show you those ropes. There's a difference, and my son even said to me, "Thank you, pops."
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you because I know how to treat my woman. I know how to do X, Y, Z. I was
Okay.
like, stuck my chest out a little bit, like, man, I gotta thank you.
Like, damn, I did something good.
You know what I'm saying?
So, especially in this society where black men are to blame for everything.
that's another episode.
That's another episode. But my pops told me, man, because he and I had a fractured relationship, man, for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time, I think I almost went 20 years without speaking to him.
Wow.
And that was me, all me. It wasn't him.
Yeah.
And I had to apologize to him. I had to thank him. Well, I had to apologize for not being able to accept the things that he wanted me to do as far as being a man, because I still had a boy's frame of mind of thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he being hard on me. Get off my back. No, bro. This world is not kind to black men.
Yeah.
Not
at all.
And the path that I was taking was destructive anyway.
Okay.
And so he told me that your children are not going to understand you as a father until they mature. Because see, right now, moms give them everything, right? You're the one that's like, no, you're structured, no, discipline. Mom is a lot more leeway. So they, children are like electricity. They're gonna flow to the path of least resistance.
Yes,
you feel
sir.
me? So they gonna roll with moms.
Yeah.
But then when they get older, they're gonna recognize what you were trying to do.
Yep.
And that's what with some of my children, that's what I see that. Not all of them, but I can see that, okay, Pops was this way because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. My old man was the same way. We bumped heads, and I joined the Navy at 20 years old, man, because I loved him, but I didn't like him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom told me I had to choose one. I was like, wow. So I chose to love him.
Okay.
I chose to love him, but I did not like him. And as time grew, as I started realizing my father was a teenager when I was born.
Okay.
So I had to dissect that the age that I am now. I'm 16 years older than my baby brother, which was the age my father was when he had me.
Okay.
So I had a reference now. So the age that I am now, my brother is the age I was, when I was that age.
Okay.
So I could see, I was like, oh man, it just clicked. Like, dude, he was still growing. He was still feeling his way out in life, being a teenage dad, not knowing, but all he know is that he wanted the best for him and his family and me at that time, and I'm the oldest of 8, so it's a few others, but I got to have 7 years with him before, so I learned a little bit different than what my siblings did, so they got a different.
Because he was still learning how to be a father, man. He was learning. He was in learn mode.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's a topic that I think a lot of us in the black community can't handle is because when we talk about deadbeat, we're just so blanket on it. It's like boom, deadbeat, that's it. But you got to realize a lot of these deadbeat dads started out dads at 13, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not like the mother was any better than him, but see, she lived with mom and dad.
Yeah.
And so mom and dad, nana and them, they took over the duties.
Yeah.
You know, but mom was there.
Yeah.
So mom was the greatest. No, nana and papa, you know, and Paul was.
Yeah.
They
Whoever was helping you at that time.
Because you were 13, 14 years old. You ain't know what the hell you was doing either.
Exactly.
And then a lot of times, this young man over here wasn't allowed to come back over there. You know, nah, you ain't coming over here. Why?
You got my baby pregnant.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got my baby
So,
pregnant.
I would love to know how many men made that early mistake, you know, at 13, 14, 15, whatever. Because I think I was in like the 10th or the 11th grade when I almost had my first child.
Right, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, how many men made that mistake early and then reversed courses?
Yeah.
And then, or either said, you know what, man, light bulb came on. I need to go back and see if I can, you know, correct my wrong, and not allowed to.
And not allowed to. And see, that topic never comes up.
It's
you don't
not.
hear that side of it.
Oh, no.
All you hear is the side of, I can't believe you ain't been in my baby's life. And I've been trying to reach out to you, this and that and the third. But when he's trying, are you allowing?
A lot of times not.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get on social media, though, and say, oh, my son's, my daughter's dad, he ain't nothing. But he's trying to come over there and be what you said he should be, but you're not allowing him to be.
Sometimes they get in their feelings because when they come over to see the child or want to be with the child, they frustrated because he's not trying to be with them. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode too. But sometimes that's how it rolls. Like they thinking, oh, why you coming over so much? Because you have my child,
right.
and I want to spend as much time as I can
I don't
with
want
my child. We had that opportunity.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore. But can we at least be adult enough or cordial enough to let me come and spend time? And most of the time they like, oh, if you ain't coming to see me, why are you here?
And see, and all of this is relevant to what we started out talking with, because at the same time, like we said, how do we know this young woman's mother was not in her ear saying, this is what your daddy should be doing for you, you know, and he was doing for you, but you did not take advantage of your opportunity.
Come on.
And then you turned around and violated and went to the press and started running your mouth.
The press. Yeah.
I mean, so basically you screwed yourself.
Aye.
You played yourself in a major way.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your comments, because I know it's going to be some comments there. So go ahead and comment and we'll get back to you on those comments.
And we welcome the comment, you know, because, you know, we just ask you, be respectful in your comments. You know, we could disagree all day long. That's cool. I mean, not everybody's going to agree on everything. But, you know, the thing is, let's go ahead. Let's have a dialogue about this. Let's kick it. Because maybe there's something, maybe one day we can all sit down and have that honest conversation in the black community about, you know, the different types of, you know, dads. You know, you got the true deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
You got the true. Yeah. Then you got the father that's in jail. You got the father that's dead, right? Then you got the guy that's trying to be around, but he's denied access. Yeah. And then when you go to deadbeat, now you got to break down deadbeat, because there's subcategories to that. Yeah. Because was he 14, 15 when he first started? You know what I'm saying? What happened? What kind of father? You know, that's why women need to sit down, get to learn these men. How was your relationship with your dad?
Come on.
That's one of the first questions a woman should ask. Was your dad around?
Yeah. Are you a family guy?
You got kids? Where your kids at?
Yeah. You know, those are the questions that should come up. And ladies, you're talking about dating all the time. Hit those questions, because a lot of us guys don't mind those straightforward questions, because we're straightforward people a lot of times. You know, hit me up. Yo, how was you and your dad? You and your dad was cool? Nah, I hated that. Oh, so now you got to understand of how he's going to be a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, but a whole nother conversation. But listen, man, I'm gonna step into this one, man. I got this one off.
You pulled it up.
I got this one off Instagram. I'm gonna tag the guy who posted it, man. He say, ladies, if you're dating a man and he is not responsible for your bills. So I'm gonna play this. All right, and y'all listen up. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it to come on.
Y'all put it together. It's an even trade. That's what you're getting.
I'm
And
gonna
if
run
you
it
feel
back.
like if you
Yeah,
lay
run
down
it,
with a
run it.
man and you need to get paid for it, and you want to charge him for your time for being there, that's called prostitution. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But go ahead and give him a rounded out to a price so y'all can get it over.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let this part chew out because I think a lot of women are really, really confused by it. If you're in a relationship with a man, then yes. If you're in a relationship, you guys are committed to each other, living together, engaged, married, what have you. Yes, there comes a responsibility of him helping
Oh, come on, man.
out with the bills. But I'm talking about women who are just dating a man. She's just dating him and she expects him to be responsible for her bills. No. No, he's not. No, he's not. A man giving you money should be in addition to what you already have. It shouldn't be a necessity. You can't pay your bills if he doesn't give you money. And I'm sick and tired of women on the post talking about so I'm supposed to lay down with him and and sleep with him and give him this. And what do I get in return? You get dick in return. That's what happens when you sleep with somebody. You give him your cuckoo, he give you his penis, y'all put it together. It's an even trade. That's what you're getting. And if you feel like if you lay down with a man and you need to get paid for it and you want to charge him for your time for being there, that's called prostitution. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But go ahead and give him a rounded out to a price so y'all can get it over.
Y'all get that? Y'all get that?
Dig this though. It's called fair exchange.
Yeah, fair exchange.
You know, and I hear this on social media all day long. You know, what am I getting? You getting sweat equity.
you said sweat equity.
I'm putting this sweat in there. You know,
yeah.
I'm up here. I'm laying down the law. I'm coming in, and you know, like she said, it's you're getting something. I'm getting something. Whatever happens outside of that is now up for discussion and negotiation.
No doubt. No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? But
But just because we kicking it don't mean that I'm supposed to just come out of pocket every time. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways. And just because we lay down with each other don't mean I'm supposed to come out of pocket just because you lay down with me. Like she said, that's a fair exchange. We came to an agreement saying, I'm digging you, you digging me. Damn, it's about time to make this happen.
Yep.
We make it happen, Captain. And from there, if we decide to have more relationships like that, or we figuring out, are we gonna date some more? Are we gonna kick it some more? What are we gonna do? But those are the conversations y'all gotta have. But just because y'all lay down don't mean he's supposed to come out of pocket. Like she said, if he does, you prostituting yourself.
and you know what? And I think, excuse me, I think a lot of women have got it screwed up because you got these dudes out here saying, you got these cats out here saying she don't want to know, she don't want you texting her, what are you doing, or WYD. She wants you asking how much money you need, what's your Cash App, what's your Zelle. Look, man, just admit, if you can't talk up on it, man, just, okay, go ahead and pay for it if that's what you got to do.
That's what they've gotten used to because there's so many cats out here digging in their pocket
man, coming
to
out the
get
pocket
the girl.
to knock it,
Hey,
man.
baby girl, how you doing? What? Come on, man, where the game at? Where's the play at? Women like a little chase, a little, interesting. The money come down the road, but damn, what happened to the part of getting to know that chick and say, yo, hey baby, how you doing? My name is Will. Spitting a little game to her,
Hey man, I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You'll do some tricking when you're young, man, to see how things is or whatever. But when you become older and more mature in understanding what it all is, it's not any pussy out there that's worth a price.
Man, most of the old cats out here tricking. What are you talking about?
Hey,
they the main ones pulling up. Hey, baby girl, your rent need to be paid. I got you.
But see that Dr. Liz and I talked about sexual discipline. A lot of older men don't have it. That's why they're doing it. They're chasing these young chicks around, trying to. Man, when I saw old dude, this old man driving down the street, man, he about my father's age, man, on some real shit, man, playing Lil Wayne, and then. He pulled up on Shorty, man, was like, yo, what's up? Man, inside, I was dying laughing, man. But just on the outside, man, I'm like, dog, she about to run your pockets, homie. She about to run your pockets.
But they want sugar daddies. Some, not all of y'all, but some of you women like the sugar daddy. They like the guy that take them different places, spend money on them and things like that. It's good. If he the one... They say it ain't tricking if you got it. I guess that's the term.
That's BS, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow you to change certain definitions. Prostitution is one of them, and tricking is one of them. They got
a new term. They call them simps.
Yeah, simps.
Simps.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I had to figure. I had to look up what simp is because I'm old school. I didn't know what the hell a simp was.
Hey, and I let them know I'm not
Hey.
an internet ass chaser in IAC. I'm not one of those. I'm
Nah.
not Reggie Romeo. I'm not trying to appease a woman to make her feel good. You know, even if it's a falsehood. I'm not trying to do all of that. It's like this. I told my son, it's quality over quantity.
Yes, sir.
If you can find you one that's straight up, forward, down to earth, checks most of your boxes, because best believe, ladies, you're not going to fill all of a man's boxes, and the dude that's coming up to you is not going to fill all of yours.
True.
So, you know, it's y'all got to compromise.
There you go.
And you know, Dr. Liz and I just talked about the 5 C's of a relationship.
Okay, talk to me.
So, you know, communication is one, commitment, compromise, consistency,
Yeah.
and cooperation.
Come on, man.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
beautiful.
And when you get all of those, man, that's your foundation. Your foundation is built off the communication.
Yeah.
Then the communication is basically, it's not always what come out your mouth. It could be expression on your
Yeah,
face,
absolutely.
body language.
Yeah. Oh, body language is big.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you first look at a woman, her body language and her facial expressions and body language will tell you if she's approachable.
Yep, absolutely.
And a lot of these women today are not approachable. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you.
I beg to differ on that, Rod. I'm gonna beg to differ on
Man,
that.
these chicks out here got mean as hell.
But it's all about the approach, because I like to make a sister smile or a woman smile, and I find myself to be somewhat charming enough to where even if I see that mean exterior, I can say something that'll put a chuckle on your face, and my goal is done. It's like, okay, you know, and but that's the old cat in me, you know what I mean?
But I'm gonna put it like this, man. And trust me, I understand about, you know, making a woman smile and giggle like that, because my thing is, if you can make that ass giggle, you can make that ass wiggle.
Come on,
So-
see, you went a little far, bro. I wasn't going all the way there. I was just saying,
Yes.
you know, sometimes just putting a smile on their face makes a difference. You don't know what their day is like, and they may be pissed off at a brother like you, and then here I come, go, hey, you know, and now they got a smile on their face. Damn, boy.
Hey man, best believe if she pissed off with somebody like me, man, she probably done tried to come through some in the wrong way, man. I had to correct it, man. Cause seriously, man, no, on some real stuff. I mean, we kick it. We
Yeah,
laugh a
that's
lot.
what we do.
But the thing is, man, we've gotten to a point nowadays in our time where, you know, unfortunately, a lot of women have become like, well, I don't need you, you know, and
Yeah.
and that's cool
Yeah.
if you don't need us or whatnot, you know, and you want somebody to pay your bills. That's like oxymoronic to me, you know, because it's like, I don't need you, but I want you to pay my bills. I'm an independent woman, but if I get with a man, you got to pay the bill.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I'm gonna be honest, I sort of see where they're going with it, but it's sort of weird in a way, because they're looking at how dad did. So they're looking for somebody to imitate dad, but
But they're not willing to do what moms did. in
there
order
you
to
go.
get-
I was just about to go there.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just about to go there.
A lot of these modern women want traditional men, but they cannot do what a traditional woman
you
does.
go.
And as a matter of fact, they despise traditional women.
They treat them like they shit.
Like-
Why you fixing his plate? How come you fixing his plate before you fix
Bruh.
the kid's plate?
Bruh.
Hey, that, bruh. I get it.
That one right there,
Bruh.
fixing a man's plate, right? And then, and obviously these women out here that feel that way don't understand what the word submit mean, because when you're in a relationship, both men and women submit to each other.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you might go to her house, her family crib, and she might jump up and fix me a plate. Then the next time y'all, you know, you at my family's house, I don't mind fixing a plate.
There you
You know,
go.
it's not. I'm not less of a man if I get up and fix
Come on.
my woman a plate
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what these women are not understanding is we're both going to submit to one another. But guess what? In certain situations, somebody has to take the lead role.
There you go.
Somebody come through that door at night, I got to take the lead role.
you
And
go.
you got to trust me enough to follow my lead.
Come on.
Get out of here. Go to the back.
There you go.
Get the children. Yo, you the last line defense if I go down. You
There
see
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
There you go.
That's what hey, if you better at paying the bills, have at it.
There you go.
Here you go.
There
You know,
you
take
go.
care of the bills. We have to, there's roles in the house.
Yes, sir.
And every house is going to be different.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, gender roles. Hey, some women are fine with the man
Yes.
cutting the grass, taking out the
Yeah.
garbage. She don't want to get her hands dirty. And guess what? I respect that.
My wife is one of them. My wife ain't never took out the garbage.
Okay.
Never. My wife ain't never cut. The only time she cut the grass is because I was out of town, and her and my son did. You
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
okay.
She's like, let me show you how dad do it.
Okay.
But other than that, you're right. It's just like certain things that she just wants. Certain things I won't do. But I grew up where I'm the oldest, so I babysitted. I washed dishes. I cooked. I learned how to do all of that. So when I'm married, I cooked for the first 10 years out of marriage.
Okay.
Cause that she did her thing, but she worked all day, and I was in the Navy, so I was home most of the day. I took care of the kids.
Okay.
I cleaned the house. I washed this. What? So when she came home, we just spoke on that. She was like, "Man, I remember you used to do all that." I said, "Yeah. I mean, that's my job because that's what we do. We're a team in this. If I'm home all day, that's the least I can do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Okay, dig this. Okay. Get into a discussion.
uh-huh.
Young ladies on Facebook or whatever. So they, we it boiled down to if a man wants me to pay 50-50,
Mm-hmm.
right? For me, it's 100-100. It's not a 50-50.
Right.
But we're going to put a percentage on it. Well, if I got to pay 50-50, then come home and cook and then do all of this, I'm like, what kind of man are you dealing with if you got to work and come home and do everything by yourself? You know what I'm saying? Because my old dude, man, my dad, he left when I was 19 years old, so I grew up with him in the house.
Right.
We were taught how to iron clothes,
Yeah.
wash clothes,
Mhm.
dry them,
Yes, sir.
fold
Fold
them,
them. Mhm.
cook,
Yes, sir.
clean.
Come on.
Mom and dad made sure that all the boys, my sister, obviously, my sister too, but she made sure, my dad made sure that we would not be held hostage by a woman.
There you go.
Because I could do all those things right there. I don't need you to cook for me. I don't need you to clean, or I could do all those things myself. So I'm asking a young lady, well, you feel that way because you've been dealing with a certain kind of man for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you're picking the wrong men.
There you go. It's just that simple.
You're picking the wrong
Just
men.
that simple. You're allowing yourself to be with men that's not conducive to what it is that you need. And it's supposed to be when you're dating, that it's supposed to be some lightness in that. You should see something where that growth is going to be there, where you can see that change. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to change it, but you should be able to see that in the conversation. He may say something, but as time goes on, you should see that. And they're choosing that wrong man.
You should be able to look at that individual man over some time after getting to know them and recognize whether or not I can grow with this person.
There you go.
It's like, just fantasize. Where would I be in 5 years with this man as he stands now?
Right.
Or
There
this,
you go.
and brothers do the same thing. Brothers, quit looking at that fat ass and just
Come on,
and
man.
just, oh my God, this is just, I can hump on this, bro.
Oh my God, it's so good.
You
But
get tired
Get
after a
past
while.
the good. What
You get tired after a
the
while.
good gonna be there. But what else is going on with that good
Yeah.
good?
After y'all get out of the bedroom, what else? Can y'all talk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, I would love to, my thing is we should be able to talk about anything from porn to politics.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And just kick it.
Just kick it.
And I asked Dr. Liz a question. I said, what happens? Why is it after we say I love you in a relationship, the dynamics change?
That's a good question. I don't know. I can't really relate to how everybody else is. I can only relate to my situation when it comes to that.
Okay.
And I didn't per se see a change
Okay.
when I said I love you. The change that I saw was probably a greater than a less than.
better.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Because
So basically, your conversations that y'all had prior to basically stayed the same.
yeah, and it got a little bit grander. If that makes sense.
And
because
that's what they're supposed to have.
that changed. But I was on some other shit back then. I was young, but
Okay.
But for the most part, I saw that growth
Okay.
after it was said, and that's why we still together some 35 years later. Shout out to my baby, 35 years.
Okay, now, and my thing is just, I've experienced in some relationships, and I've talked to other brothers about it. It's like, in the beginning, hey, Woman walk by, you look, okay, it's no big deal. You know, when y'all make it exclusive,
Right.
you look at that same woman, what are you looking at? It's like, just look. I mean,
I'm still looking at the same woman I saw.
you know,
I'm like, damn, girl, you still looking good.
you know, it's and you know, it's not trying to be disrespectful, but everybody look at everybody. You know,
yeah.
you know, when you walk down the street, the buff dude with his shirt off, you know, she's gonna look.
Oh man, it's just a glance. It's
You
just
know?
like, oh, okay.
You know, now was she secretly able to just mentally get a phone number to him, like, you know?
Oh, you talking about that type of? Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's just,
that's-
you know, all that the insecurities that a lot of people have, man.
Bruh,
It's
that's a
just
whole
ridiculous.
different ball game, bruh. That insecurity is thick out there, bruh.
Oh, bruh.
You know, that's where that jealousy comes in, that craziness and all that. I never understood it, man, because your eyes are drawn to things that's pretty, period. It's just that simple. Your eyes are drawn to anything that's pretty, shiny, reflective, whatever. So if you walk in with your significant other, what have you, it's common to go, oh, but you keep it moving. It ain't like
That's
you
it.
staring and she walk by and you go, well, damn. No, that's total disrespect.
That's
But
disrespect,
a
right.
glance like, oh, okay. You might even bump it like, damn, she's nice looking. Or that dress she got on is really cute. What you think? You know, now you have a conversation about it. But some people can't even do that. Why you looking at her?
Hey.
But that's where the insecurity kicked in. It's some dynamic, and it goes back to family again.
Mm-hmm.
What was they seeing in their relationship growing up to have them become that way?
Yeah,
You see
because
what I'm saying?
all the fighting and you know, I saw you looking at that man down the street. Okay, she looked. Did she speak? And when she spoke, what did she say? You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, you know, I don't ever worry about what a woman is doing or what she's gonna do, because at the end of the day, that's her pussy. She can give it to whomever she wants to. I can't control it. You know, I've even had a woman, you know, get upset, you know, because we had a conversation. I was like, look, if you decided, I don't need to know why you broke up with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just my personality. If you say, hey, this relationship is over with, I'm like, okay, and I'm out the door. I'm
I
like,
think
okay,
that's the Virgo in us, because
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like, okay,
okay, well, that's what that is. Then okay, I wish the best for you. And then so, you know, the young ladies was like, so you don't need to know why. Well, you just told me why. You don't want to be with me. That's good enough for me.
is it okay?
Okay, what else? So the young lady says, well, what if she was just seeing how you would react, but she really wants to work it out? I said, well, she should have tried to work it out before she made that. You know, to me, that's an ultimatum. Then
That's ultimate. She playing the game, and we ain't got time to play
I got-
games.
I got
See,
time
that's
for
the
that.
game plan. If you gonna say something like that, okay, well, I love you, I appreciate you, but
Yeah, you know,
deuces. You know what I'm saying?
move out the way. I'm trying
Yeah.
to watch TV.
I think that's a Virgo thing, man, because it's like, okay, we done.
yeah.
All right, hey, go ahead. Whoever you want to, I wish you well on that. Go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and enjoy
do.
yourself, baby. Everything is 100.
You know, and
You know?
I hope that it's better down the road.
You know,
but
I wish you nothing but good wealth, good health. you
but I'm
know?
not gonna. Why? You know, why you don't? That's the why was you don't want to be with me,
You let me know right there.
and you let me know. So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll beat me up later on down the road. I might get in my head a minute, but then I'm gonna come out of it like, damn. But never mind.
You know what, man? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think a lot of dudes that when I was younger, man, when I broke up with a woman, I didn't necessarily miss her. I just missed the access.
Yeah.
That's it, man. It was like, you know, because I sat around and I thought about that one day. It's like, did I really miss the women that I broke up with, or did I just miss, you know, the ones that were just having sex all the time? And it was like, damn. And once I got over the fact that it was just sex, it was like, oh, I didn't really like her anyway. I mean, and she may not have liked me either. We might have just been fulfilling each other's just sick sexual desires or what.
That's it, man. Sometimes it's just like that.
You know, so.
You know. Yeah, man. But this has been a good talk tonight. So, listen, we talked on a couple topics. We talked on Dr. Dre and his daughter. We spoke on how how women and dating
And the
responsibilities.
Right.
So, if you meet a guy,
should he come out his pocket to help you with paying rent and stuff?
but if y'all just sort of talking, you know what I'm saying? And once y'all lay down, do he come out of pocket because y'all laid down? And the young lady said, hey, that's called prostitution. You know what I'm saying? So we tapped on some of those topics.
And it is tricking if you got it.
Man, I tell you, boy.
The hell, I'm from the 70s. Hey, it's tricking.
Hey, it's a lot of cats out here tricking, man, on the real. But
Prostitution is the oldest job in the world, man.
and they love it, man.
Hey, you know what? And I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Get in where you fit in.
You know, just don't try to clean it up and make it something that it isn't.
Yeah,
It's still hoeing.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
My man says still horny. All right, but hey, we're gonna wrap this up, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first of many.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
two soul brothers doing great things. It's on the Soul Vision podcast and on the Soul Emporium Radio. The Soul Emporium Radio is a music attribute. We do very good music on there. We giving you good music all the time. I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sharada's gonna be a part of the team coming up. I got Lady T on Thursdays and Fridays from 5 to 8 doing her thing. I got a new song Friday from 8 to 10. And also Saturday morning cleanup. Get up with your old school from 8 to noon. And don't forget about
Sweet.
the Jazzy Counter nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to midnight. If you jazz buff, man, come on in and check in. You can download the apps on Apple and Google, or you can go to the website, thesoulemporium.org. Sherrod, kick out your information, man.
We'll be starting up the Soul Vision podcast very soon. I can't wait to get back to that because then I don't have to hold my tongue like I do on other podcasts. No, but I am on Ladies Listen Up with Dr. Liz on the Oasis Wellness Health Network on YouTube. Got the Black Love Gang shirts and paraphernalia coming through. You know, that's B3FP2, Black First, Black Pride, Black Power. You know, and then these are also Black Love Gang product. Born, raised, and hustle here 313. I gotta hook you up with
Please
something,
do, and
with
thank
something
you.
nice. And hey, I'm just excited that we got this going back again.
Yeah, man. And we're going to be doing this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we're going to get it together. Also, he's going to be helping me out getting my Soul Emporium merchandise together. So if you guys are looking to get that, we're going to be working on that and getting that set up on the website, thesoulemporium.org. And a lot of things are coming. So thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. And this is two soul brothers doing great things on the Soul Emporium Radio and Soul Vision podcast. Let's go. Talk to you later.
Sweet. Oh, yeah.